Hi everybody, it's PJ and I wanted to show you the calendar spell that came out of my Witchy calendar by Llewellyn. So with this spell, it's a road opening spell. So a lot of times it's for prosperity, but you can actually make that road open for anything you would like in the course of your life. If you want to open the road for love, for good health, for willpower, for whatever, or prosperity, which is like, I guess, the focus of what this kind of looks like. But when I tell you it can be for anything, it can be for anything. So in this spell, what you will need is one bayberry candle, which I have lit and going. You will need a 4 pinches of dirt gathered from each point of a 4-way intersection. So I went out and got north. We used the compass on my phone, and we got north, south, east, west, or west, east. Well, how do I have it? East, west, east, west. So we got the 4 corners, and we just got little dirt from the 4 corners. This is what I used. And before I did that, just for your knowledge, I put this in sea salt and purified it for a night just to make sure nothing was attached to it. It's a very old little spoon, and I didn't want to have any negative energy for it. I've also put some incense around the house that has sage in it, and I did kind of a basic cleansing. And I also always, before I do any spell work, I use different kinds of soaps on my hands that have properties in it that are cleansing, or if I'm doing psychic work, that draws in psychic work. If I'm doing spell work, that ups my power just from the oils on my hands. So, okay, so this is what you need. And then you need any kind of symbols representing what you want, what you're looking for, okay? And I'm going to go through the symbols that I decided to use really quickly. The first one is this candle that I'm also going to burn during this, and if you can see, this is from Voodoo. This is Yamaya, and you just have to deal with the birds. This is Yamaya, and she kind of protects women and children and those issues. And right now, that's what I'm looking for, women's issues. And then I grabbed some prosperity powder. I thought this was a good time to add that to it. I love crystal and always felt a real connection to crystal objects. I love this raw piece of crystal I've had. And then of course I had some pink quartz that I'm also using for female issues and for healing. And then I brought some runes in. Now, if you don't have this kind of stuff, you can take stickies and write what you want on the stickies. You can take little pieces of wood and write it on the wood. You can, what are some of the other things? You can use jewelry. Like, you know how you buy jewelry that has like certain symbols on it? Take those charms off for this. You're not gonna like bury this or anything. This is going to remain mine. I'm just using it for a 24-hour spell to draw in certain things to me. Now, this is some oil that I made from water from the ocean and some essential oils. I love this oil, and I love it especially since it's handmade. But I love this oil because this invokes the power of the ocean, and I love anything that invokes the power of the ocean. What's holding up this candle is sea salt and rice, which kind of is my earth. Okay, the air was all the incense I burned earlier, the fire, obviously, and water. So I'm going to also use the 4 elements. Okay, so let's go to the runes. This rune here is considered an ear of corn, or anything, first off, it comes from the earth, but the other side of this is it kind of represents growth and money. Like back in the day, back before we had, bank cards, your chattel was your sign of wealth. So how much, how many cattle you had, how much grain you had. So this is great for wealth. This is for love. This is just to draw love to me, and I just like that because it doesn't have to be specific love. It can just be that I want more love in my life, and I do. So that I'm going to actually do. Next, we have the rune, the wave, and this represents the ocean. It also represents power, but mostly it represents travel or movement or forward movement, more like. So I wanted to add that to the mix. Lastly, we have the moon, the 4 phases of it, as you can see on the rune. The 4 little X's are the 4 phases of the moon. But the moon is very female, and it draws in, and again, I'm going all female on this today. I did not bring the sun in because that's male energy. So I wanted to keep it female. I wanted to keep it about forward motion. I'm looking to possibly move. So I wanted to kind of, that's the thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for great health. I'm looking for movement, and I'm looking for love, like love of many. And I have so much love to give people that I just want to, I want to open myself up to get more. So once you place the candle, oh, and let me add one more thing. With the movement here, the travel, I also have been doing so much with astral projection that I really kind of wanted that. I really kind of wanted that in there as well. So I have multiple things going on with the spell. It's just the things that are interesting and the things I want to kind of invoke into my life right now. So once you set this up, you're to take your symbols and just set them all how you want them. And there's no rules to spell work. There's no rules. There's no rules to witchcraft, and that's so important to know. So we're just going to set it up the way we want to. I want to include the spoon I used to gather everything up. Like, that was important to me. And so spell work is your desires. It's not what's in a book. It's your desires using tools. Now, the tools, you get that out of a book, what to use, when to do it, that kind of thing. But basic desire, or the things you want, that comes from you and you manifesting them in your life. I'll meditate about this today and tonight. This is going to be an awesome spell. I am going to invoke this into the universe. So, according to the calendar, you place the candle on a heat proof plate. Okay, we did that. And then you're going to light the candle. Now, if this was a glass candle, you could write on the glass candle on the side. Like if it was encased in like a 7-day candle like this, you could just write on the side all the things you want, and that also puts it out. So see, there's all kinds of ways to get that message out. Okay, so and then be clear. Yeah, in this particular spell, you have to be clear about the end game, about your goals, but you can't worry about how it's going to come to fruition. Okay, so trying to plan this or make steps to your end game is not what you want to do. This is a spell of faith. So you're just going to be faithful to know that all this is going to work towards your benefit, okay? As you pick up each one of the jars of dirt from your 4 corners, you're going to say, you're just going to sprinkle it on top and say, north roads are open to me. South roads are open to me. East roads are open to me. West roads are open to me. All paths are open to me. All paths are now open to me. Prosperity and health are now open to me. Journeys and female issues are now all open to me. Positive outcomes are open to me. Prosperity is open to me. All roads are open to me. I anoint the spell with water from the sea. All paths are open to me. North roads are open to me. South roads are open to me. East roads are open to me. West roads are open to me. All pathways have opened. Spirit guides help me through these pathways. And nothing but positive light, positive motion. All roads are now open to me. Blessed be. That's it, guys. You just keep it going until this candle burns down and your spell is done. You don't have to put it away, wrap it up. You leave it like this until that candle burns down, and all paths from now on are open to you. Okay? Now, I put my own little spin on this spell by adding a few things, adding my lovely candle from Voodoo. I absolutely think you should put your own spin on your spells. You might have different things that you love. You might have different things that mean things to you. All spell work is individual. All spell work. So all paths are open to me, charged with all these powerful things. Each path is open. And I ask the help of all my spirit guides to show me the right path. But I will not worry about how these paths are opening. I will just know that they are. Okay, guys, I love you. Blessed be. Good night.